Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo. Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo. Yeah, you know what it is. Homie, what it do? Welcome to the Knicks. Yeah, last season, now it's nothing. Got Melo on the squad, now we stunting. Reppin' my town when you see me in the garden screaming, yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo. I put it down for the street, whole city screaming, yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo. Yeah, blue jersey.
What's going on, everybody? Kevin Burke from the KevinBurkeProject.com. A lot going on, but nothing more important than Carmelo Anthony to the Knicks finally got done. Gotta chop it up with you-know-who, a returning guest to the show. Please state your name and state your business.
Diallo Williams. I am the creator of DarkwingPro.com. I'm a sports videographer and also a reoccurring guest and a friend of the KevinBurkeProject.com and the Kevin Burke Show.
Absolutely. Very familiar guest to the show and to the program. So Carmelo's a Knick, finally. What was your initial thoughts to him becoming a member of the New York Knicks?
Oh, man. You know what? When I first saw it, I was like, this is just more rumors. Like, whatever. Wake me up when it actually happens. And I just kept seeing it from different media stations. I was like, wow, he's here. So at first I was happy, naturally. And then I saw the details. And I saw we gave up our 40 acres and our mule. And I don't know how I felt about it. In fact, I was upset. I had left some strong words on Facebook. You know, I turned to my girl, who's a pretty big fan, pretty well knowledgeable about the sport, and I let her know how upset I was about it. I was pretty upset. I didn't want to mortgage the future for the president. I didn't think that he was going to take us to the championship this year, and I figured we could have gotten him in the offseason. But, you know, I woke up and started sipping on that ESPN Kool-Aid. You know, probably watched about 2-3 hours of ESPN coverage.
As did I.
Other outlets. Yeah, you know, I go. And, you know, I kind of came around. I looked at it as the same for this year. We're not doing it this year, but next couple years, boy, whew, watch out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you remember last week, Friday, they had reports that the Knicks acquired Carmelo. I thought that was a done deal. But, you know, later on it was like, whoa, it's in principle because it's contingent upon his willingness to accept the extension. So I'm like, well, wait a minute, that's what's been holding this up since day one anyway. So when it went down last night, I first had to check multiple sources to make sure it was actually true. Found out it was true, and I'm with you on what you said as far as you didn't want to mortgage the future and, you know, 40 acres of view and all that, but when you strip it down and you look at it, essentially, here's what they lost. They lost, you know, Felton, Chandler, Gallinari, and Mozgov. You get back, so Melo replaces Chandler, that's advantage Knicks.
Right.
Chauncey replaces Felton at advantage Knicks. Mozgov is irrelevant as far as I'm concerned, and then essentially you get Corey Brewer to replace.
Don't talk about Milos like that, man. That's Milos from
the
commercial. That's Milos from the commercial. You can't talk about Milos like that.
So I mean, when you strip it all down, I think pretty much that the Knicks are definitely, you know, looking good in this trade. Although, you know, it's not for this year; it's for next year and beyond. So if you're the way it's looking now, they're gonna get either Chris Paul or Darren Williams in the summer of 2012. Which would you rather have?
Well, we got to pump our brakes right there because you know Carmelo's going to get that 3 years of $55 million extension from us. Mario's been $20 million a year. And then of course Chauncey is going to be pulling in next year a ridiculous amount of money, like it's over $10 million. I want to say like $12 million. So we're pretty tied up cap-wise, and they're saying the cap figure is going to actually drop. So for real, we have the money for a competitive contract to any of the big three free agents in 2012, Chris Paul, Diallo Williams, and Dwight Howard? No. I mean,
well, no, hold on. Let me stop right there. You said Chauncey's making that money next year. It's the summer after next year when those guys are free agents, so he'll come off the books at that point.
Oh, wonderful. Even better. All right, good.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
When it comes down to comparison, I actually sat down with the whole Felton. Let's just go with the Felton Billups one for a second. Felton's averaging about half a point more than Billups. Not a big deal. He's coming to the D'Antoni system, so his numbers are going to go up a little bit. Billups, so that's fine with me. Billups averages a little less rebounds, but it's not really a system that needs our point guard to rebound. Plus, we got Fields as our starting two, best rebounding guard in the league. Assists is where it's big. Felton is 9 a game. Billups is 5.3. But again, Felton wasn't pulling no nonsense until he came into the D'Antoni system.
Right.
I ain't saying that Billups is about to drop
Definitely
coming over, but he'll pick it up a little bit. Steals-wise, Felton averaged 1.8 steals per game versus Billups 1, but for real, if you ever watch Felton play, he guards nobody. That's one of the best kept secrets as far as my team is that he is awful on defense. It doesn't even seem like he tries.
That's true. The fact they're even comparing a 34-year-old point guard to a 26-year-old point guard should let you know. I mean, and I like Felton. I'm not trying. This is not a knock on Felton. I'm very high on him. I've been harping him all year. But the fact, like I said, we're comparing him to a guy 8 years older than him should let you know that. I think who could be the casualty in all of this is the head coach, D'Antoni, because we have Stoudemire and Carmelo, guys who are not known for defense at all, and you got a coach who's not known for defense and his shoot first, ask questions last system. I think if it gets to a point where they continue to score 120 points and give up 121 points, eventually you got to look towards the coach. How do you think that? Do you think D'Antoni needs to tweak his system a bit to kind of play into the, the attributes of these players?
Yeah, absolutely. If he's worth any of the money that we've given him, he'll look at the new personnel, because it's a brand new team essentially, and he'll say we went from a full court optimized team to a half court team. No way Chauncey old ass will run up and down the court the way Felton was supposed to. And Melo, as great as a player and a scoring threat as he is a better half court player. So that being said, it would be in D'Antoni's best interest to kind of keep the system down and keep it more of a half court game. Of course, in that case, we're also going to get exposed down low, which I'm definitely afraid of, because Amari's now our tallest player on the team, and Turioff is good, but he's not smart enough to be a starter full time. He just makes some knucklehead plays. Yeah. So I really don't know how that's going to work out. But I hope D'Antoni looks at this new personnel the way I do and say, listen, we got to run a half court system now. I mean, it doesn't matter about scratching your system at this point in the season, because, like I said, you have a whole new starting five essentially. So what's the big deal?
I completely agree with you. Unfortunately, I don't think D'Antoni knows how to tweak his system to incorporate defense. I just don't think he knows how. Final question. Knicks champions within 3 years from now, yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Yep.
I would like to say yes. I'm going to not say yes because not to jinx them, so I'm going to go with no. But at the same time, I'm going to be optimistic that it does happen.
All right. Well, I'll see you in Madison Avenue during that championship parade saying, I told you.
Hopefully that's the case. So for Diallo Williams, I'm Kevin Burke. This was the Kevin Burke Project. The Kevin Burke Show on the KevinBurkeProject.com. Pardon me. Check you guys out next time.
Peace.